member of our North Bengal ICC chapter to this exclusive interactive session with Mr. Harsh Neotia. And the topic is changing the skyline for North Bengal. I think we have with us our ICC North Bengal chairman, Mr. Nishant Mittal. May I request you for your welcome remarks, please?
Thank you.
Over to you, Mr.
Thank you. Good morning, all. Sorry for the delay. The link got crashed on somewhere. It's my distinct pleasure to invite you all to this ICC virtual interaction session today and broach before you about a brilliant and appealing subject, that is the challenging skyline of North Bengal. Considering the growing significance of North Bengal in relation to the massive business potential and opportunities in the field of infrastructure development, the ICC North Bengal chapter now looks forward to contribute and advise meaningful to the improvement of infrastructure standard of this region. I'm sure with this interaction with Mr. Harsh Neotia, we will again take into account his precious interests, expertise, and uttering concepts endeavor to change Siliguri's face and illuminate North Bengal's status within India and neighboring countries. We together agree and praise on his vibrant and valuable contribution in the sector like healthcare, housing, entertainment, hospitality, particularly for this part of West Bengal. We bear in mind his address on 24th September 2019 at the inaugural ceremonial of ICC North Bengal chapter, word of which has always motivated the chapter members. Today, ICC members and entrepreneurs of North Bengal would like to listen from him regarding his upcoming ventures and at the same time discuss about necessary interaction which may be undertaken to harness the growth potential of socio-economic development in Siliguri and other part of North Bengal. This virtual interaction session with Harsh Neotia will also give major opportunity for exchange with the audience and the vibrant of North Bengal real estate fraternity. The North Bengal business fraternity and young entrepreneurs will definitely mark the positive from the program and records advice to overcome the devastating ongoing challenges. Friends, I can vouch that it will be a step forward to unite our effort with an aim to record North Bengal's presence as a dynamic, smart, friendly place before the world's eye. And we will also certainly meet in future at convenient moment. To take this forward from here, I wish the audience a wonderful session and good health. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Mittal. I would now hand it over to the moderator for today's session, Mr. Dilip Dugar, to take it forward and for the interaction with Mr. Neotia. But before that, if we could have a few words from Mr. Neotia before we start with the interaction. I leave it to you.
Well, thank you, Indian Chamber. Thank you, Nishant. It's always a pleasure speaking to members of the Indian Chamber of Commerce. My association with North Bengal is now almost 2 decades old. I think it was in the year 2002 or 2003 that I first went there. Of course, I've been there much before, many times to holiday up in the hills. But for the first time when I visited there with an sort of plan to do some business was at the invitation of Mr. Dipankar Chatterjee of Lakshmi Tea Company, who wanted to develop the township Uttarayan and invited me to be part of it. So that set a very interesting journey for me. And in these almost 18, 19 years, I have built a strong bond with the people. I must say that I have been warmly welcomed by everyone, looking at the response that our projects have got. At the outset, I must confess that it was not smooth sailing. Initially, at Uttarayan, it was not so easy to sell the properties. But as the development progressed, we saw a lot of interest, and I'm happy that today it is a very vibrant mini township. Similarly, we started building the mall in the year 2006-7, and when we had built about 30-40% of the mall, and more than 120 crores was invested, the Lehman crisis came, and all retailers became very skeptical of opening up new retail stores. And obviously, Siliguri, not being a prime metro market, was one of those to get axed. And we were in real trouble because, having invested so much of money, all retailers decided to not pursue their plans. So we had to leave the project in that state for almost a year, and then gradually confidence started coming back, and we were finally able to open the mall, I think, in the year 2011. Since then, it has been gradually gaining traction, and today I can say with some sense of satisfaction that it has been able to serve the needs of the people of this region. Similarly, when we opened the hospital, we had a similar challenge. It was difficult to find doctors of high professionalism to come and stay there in Siliguri. Even if they came for a short period and went away. And also, there was a resistance locally to go. They thought the project is very expensive, and it is not something that they're comfortable with. It was very, very tough. I think first time we were able to break even was in the year 2018. So it was almost 6 years, 5.5 years after we opened the hospital that we were able to break even. But I'm happy that today we are able to serve the needs of the people of that region. It is one of the better known medical facilities. It has played a leading role in this pandemic as well. And I hope that in time to come, we will add more facilities there. It's on the cards to provide a very, very significant and state-of-the-art cancer facility as we go forward. Maybe it takes another 2 years or so. So I think we are adding new things, and hopefully we will make it into a comprehensive medical destination so that people of that region can avail of it without having to travel long distances. So this has been a journey, and I'm happy now that we have an opportunity to do another project called Utsudhara, which we have recently launched. And we hope that, like we receive the blessings of the people in Uttarayan, we will also get their good wishes and support in this project as well. Thank you very much. These are my opening remarks, and I would really go to Dilip ji to now take this forward.
Thank you, Mr. Neotia. I think we would now request Mr. Dugar to kindly start the interactions. I think we will have a question answer format, Mr. Neotia, as we had suggested. And after the interactions, we will also open the floor, because a lot of our North Bengal members have specific queries, specific clarifications, if they could ask you, maybe a few of them. So over to you, Mr. Dugar. Mr. Dugar, you are muted.
Thank you, Mr. Mukherjee. I think Mr. Neotia needs no introduction. How popular he is, I can see about, we have a full house and people are calling and texting that we are waiting to get in. So thank you, Mr. Neotia. In 2003, when you started Uttarayan, it was, the tagline was, I think it was North Bengal is changing. So how you can elaborate now after this 20 years or so, how North Bengal skyline has changed after Uttarayan has come. So how you foresee the opportunities, more opportunities for North Bengal?
See, I remember the first time I visited Uttarayan. I mean, I visited Siliguri for business in 2000. I think it was 2002 or 3. There was a flight of Air India every alternate day. And I remember it distinctively because I had some urgent need to come back. So I went by a flight and then took the overnight train and returned to Calcutta because there was no flight the next day. Now, from that, we have reached a situation today when pre-COVID, I believe 32 flights were operating at Bagdogra Airport with all the constraints that the airport has. And I'm sure that once the constraints are removed and there is more parking bays and terminal, there'll be probably 50 flights a day. Today also it is connected with almost every major city. So this is one simple thing to indicate how much Siliguri has changed. Our role as Ambuja Neotia has been just like a drop in the ocean. We have just contributed one or two things. It is all of you and the people of Siliguri that has really led this transformation of making Siliguri into a very vibrant economic town, which is also a gateway not just to many of India's states which are connected from that, but also to many countries like Bhutan and Nepal and Bangladesh, which are in close proximity. So I think Siliguri has a great future because of its very strategic location. And of course, very importantly, because a very good and high quality entrepreneurial capability exists in Siliguri. It has attracted people from all parts of India who have migrated there, who have set up businesses there, and they are really a very important pillars to the transformation that is happening. So together with the location and the entrepreneurship, I have no measure of doubt that Siliguri has a bright future ahead.
You talked about drop in the ocean. What I think that this Aapki jo Amrit ki Boond hai, that has changed the skyline of North Bengal. Again, you are coming with Taj Chai Kuti Resort. Then we are hearing about 5 more hotels in Calcutta, Patna, and again in Gangtok. So the most talked thing is now the Taj Chai Kuti Resort. You can tell about that.
So this is in the Makaibari Tea Garden. As you know, Makaibari is located just before Kurseong, and it is very convenient because from the Pankhabadi route, it is less than 50-55 minutes from Bagdogra Airport. And it is also very picturesque drive, which is not very congested. So it's a smooth drive. And it is at an altitude of about 3,500 to 3,700 feet. So it is an all-weather destination. It is never too cold, and even in summer, it's not too warm. So it is a very nice location. Obviously, Makaibari is well known for its brand and the fact that it was the first organic tea. So there is a popularity of Darjeeling tea of Makaibari. And I do not know, people have to go and see for themselves and tell me whether they like the way we have built it. But we have certainly worked very hard, and I hope people like it and have a comfortable stay when they visit. Without a doubt, Taj brings a very, very important role to play because Taj has a very strong presence in the resort segment in India and overseas. And of course, it is by far one of the oldest and most prestigious hospitality groups of our country. So I'm sure with their hospitality, their protocols, their norms for safety and hygiene, etc., and hopefully with our contribution in terms of how we have designed and built the project, it would hopefully provide a very good ambience and will be able to position North Bengal tourism in the international circuit in time to come. Of course, this is a pandemic year, so this would not be possible now. Hardly any flights are there. But I had a vision, and Jia Kutir is only the first part of it. We have taken 4 or 5 properties in North Bengal. We have a property in Bhoom. We are already developing one in Panthang, which is very near Gangtok. We also have a property in Rabong in Sikkim, and we have another property in Lataguri forest area, just outside the forest line. And we wanted to develop a tourism circuit, high-end tourism circuit, where people can experience different emotions, different look, different feel. So whether it is tea tourism, mountain tourism, Buddhist tourism, or forest tourism, we can provide all of this. So I hope that in the next 5 years or so, we will be able to complete this full circuit of 4 or 5 resorts that will be able to attract people who come from far and wide, who spend maybe a week or 10 days, go from one place to the other, each of them being at about 2 hours, 3 hours driving distance. So that would be. And in the meantime, we are hoping that the Pakyong airport will also become operational, which I am told will become operational early January next year. So that would also ease the travel to Sikkim, which at the moment is a little difficult, the roads being in a bad shape because of some railway and other construction going on. So this is it.
Again, Neotia Hospital has also changed the skyline of health sector in this region. You are coming with more beds also, and it is a great success. And I must say that Neotia Hospital has given a new care to people of this region. So what more to come in Neotia Hospital?
Well, as I mentioned, in the hospital, we are hoping to add the cancer. We don't have cancer treatment. So we are planning to set up a new building over there within the same complex to provide for cancer treatment. So this is something in the plan, and we have some homework to do. Maybe we are hoping that sometime by the middle of 2021, we should start construction. It will take about 1.5 years after that. So maybe 2 years from now, we can expect to have a state-of-the-art cancer hospital also there. That's one. The other is in Utsudhara, the new township, we are coming up with a nursing academy.
Mm-hmm.
There in Calcutta, we run the Neotia Academy of Nursing, which is very successful and popular for the last 8-9 years.
Mm-hmm.
During this pandemic, we realized that there is a great shortage of trained nurses for healthcare institutions. So we are planning to set up a nursing academy and also have a hostel facility for 700 girl students. This will be very beneficial to all the girls who live in the neighboring areas and maybe some of the hill states, etc., who want to study, because they will also require some safe place to stay. So we hope that this will provide a great opportunity for careers of young women in the North Bengal region, and also provide very talented professionals for the healthcare sector.
I think Mr. Dugar might have got disconnected because of some network issue. So with your permission, Mr. Neotia, if we could open the floor for a few question answers from our members who have joined in.
Yeah, sure.
Before Mr. Dugar can re-log in back. So I would request a few questions, maybe. If you could kindly introduce yourself and what is the question, if you could spell out for Mr. Neotia. Any questions from the members?
Hi, so I'm Umang Mittal. I'm a part of ICC North Bengal chapter, and we are into the business of real estate in North Bengal. Sir, you have been a personal inspiration for me, and I've extensively read about your journey from the cement business to the real estate, hospitality, healthcare. So a lot has been known about the work you have done. I just wanted to ask you a personal question about when you started off with the first project that won the national award. I mean, from that onwards, I wanted to know about the working hours, like how your typical day like. I mean, since when you started off and how it has evolved as of today.
Well, since my wife and family is not hearing this, I can be a little more candid. They will say that I work all the time, but it's not like that. You know, I do spend a lot of time with myself. I like to read. I like to meditate. So it's not that. But yes, working hours, at least in the initial part of my life, was fairly long. Even now, it's not so long. I think normally I try to work between 10 and maybe 7 o'clock in the evening. And I usually don't work on a Sunday, keeping that aside for the family. But there's no hard and fast. You know, frankly, if you are a CEO of your company, in a sense, you are at work all the time because there is always messages coming and there is something happening. You may be at home, but something or the other keeps drawing your attention. But I'm not one of those kinds who break my back on it. I think it's important to look at life with some element of some other interests. I have a lot of interest in design and architecture. I have a lot of interest in music. I love cinema, like most Indians. I enjoy watching cricket. I think I do a bit of all of those. I play tennis. So all of that I do a little bit while I'm also doing my work. I think Dilipji has joined, yes.
Yeah, I've joined.
Yes.
There's another very big question coming from all the members and from all the people of Siliguri. Now, Uttarayan was a huge success. Now Utsav-Dhara is there. So there are very limited plots in Utsav-Dhara. So what more to come from Ambuja Neotia? So people can go for other new township. So any plans for a new township?
Well, this is not something in my hand alone. We have to find an opportunity and we have to find it with a clean title, etc., etc. If any one of your members have such a land, I'll be happy to discuss with them and see if we can work together. But, till I don't have a project, I cannot make any plans for it. At the moment, we don't have any other township development project other than Utsav-Dhara. But, things sometimes come as we go along, like this came after so many years. So whenever something comes, we'll be happy to reassociate it.
So before we open interactive session with all the members, I'll just request you that from all the people of North Bengal, that the India story, a very flexible event run by Madhu Bhabiji, it should come, and on our behalf, you must request her to bring the India story to Siliguri. So,
I think when she does one, she keeps all of us into so much of trouble for a few months that if she has to do in another place, we will all be in so much trouble because, she runs it like an NGO and therefore all of us become her assistants for those 1.5 months. And it is quite a Herculean job to, with the temperament of my dear wife and all my colleagues getting involved, it's quite a pain. So I don't know whether it's a good idea for me to persuade her to give us this again in Siliguri, but I will convey your message and let's see sometime, hopefully.
We had a last session with Parthiv also, and I told him your father has a special love for North Bengal. Yes. We had a very wonderful session. So hope he also continues to have the same love and affection you had for North Bengal. So Mr. Mukherjee, we can open some questions from the members. Members are also waiting.
Sure, sure. I think we had one question from Mr. Umang Mittal
Yeah.
during the time when you had slipped out. So I would now open the floor. The members could ask questions one by one. We have time to take in a few questions, and I would request them to first introduce themselves and then shoot out the specific question. Floor is open.
Adding that Indian Chamber of Commerce, a new chapter with only 1 year, we have done a lot of activities and we have very young and vibrant members. So we can start. I think Sanjay have some question, I think. He's waiting.
Sure.
Yeah. Sanjay, you can unmute yourself. Yeah.
Namaste, sir. This is Sanjay Goyal. So first of all, I need to thank you. I've been associated with Uttarayan right from the very word go. We used to do finance for LIC Housing Finance. Through LIC Housing Finance, उस टाइम से 4 लाख 5 लाख का प्लॉट होता था एंड 3-4 लाख के लोन होते थे. उसमें भी लोगों ने सरेंडर कर दिया था. You recall that phase, sir? And Mr. Pachisia ने मुझे पकड़ के एक प्लॉट दे दिया था. So this is one of the first plots of Uttarayan. Other than the bungalows, he gave me a plot. So I recall all those incidents and so the way you all took it forward. So one suggestion that I have, sir, for that you need to come to Siliguri more often, because whenever you reach Siliguri, you bring in some kind of real change to the city. Not many builders out of Siliguri have really been successful in Siliguri, but whenever you have bought something, it has really changed. And Dilip ji says you have changed the skyline, but I have to say you changed the borderline of Siliguri. पहले से लोग दार्जिलिंग मोड़ के पीछे नहीं जाना चाहते थे. आप जब ये टाउनशिप लेके आए, लोगों को समझ में आने लगा कि सिटी की आउटस्कर्ट्स क्या होती है, वहां भी हम लोग रह सकते हैं. And over the last 10 years, we have seen the development of Champasari, Matigada, and everything. So my best wishes to you, and just a request to you, sir, आप regular आइए. You keep on bringing something new to the city and changing the city more, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you for your good wishes. I only want to say that, all of us can do something, but it is unless the people support it. And this is where I must give credit for whatever has happened in Uttarayan or anywhere else to the people of Siliguri, because they ultimately believed that story and they took the risk. If you all had not taken the risk at that particular point of time, even my endeavor would have not succeeded, because you had to take the mental decision that you will cross Darjeeling Moor and invest in a place which was at that time seen to be risky both in terms of law and order and risky in terms of it not being a part of the center of the town. So I think the great credit goes to the entrepreneurial and risk-taking ability of the people there, which has been responsible for all this. हम लोग सब निमित्त हैं, कुछ भी कर सकते हैं, थोड़ा बहुत ट्राई कर लेते हैं, लेकिन जब तक कारवां तभी बनता है जब लोग सब जुड़ जाते हैं साथ में. और मेरा अनुभव यही रहा है सिलीगुड़ी में कि कारवां बना आप लोग सबके साथ का, और शायद यही उम्मीद लेके हम आगे भी चल रहे हैं कि आप लोग साथ रहें तो हम लोग आगे सिलीगुड़ी को भी ऊंचाई तक पहुंचा पाएंगे.
Thank you, sir.
Manish. Yeah, Manish, could you unmute yourself?
You need to unmute yourself, Manish ji.
Yeah, Manish, you have to unmute yourself.
Yeah. Good morning, sir. This is Manish Goyal from Siliguri again. जैसे संजय ने बताया कि एक्चुअली आपने बॉर्डर लाइन चेंज कर दी सिलीगुड़ी की, एंड आई थिंक उत्तरधारा इज वन थिंग. इनफैक्ट मैं सिलीगुड़ी में आपके बोर्ड देख रहा था उत्तरधारा का, तो मेरे को तो लगा बोर्ड की जरूरत ही नहीं थी, ऐसे ही ऑलरेडी इतना लोगों का इंक्लिनेशन है टुवर्ड्स दिस न्यू प्रोजेक्ट, एंड आई थिंक दिस विल कम वंडरफुल. एंड अभी आपने एक पार्ट सिलीगुड़ी का बढ़ाया था टुवर्ड्स उत्तरायण, एंड द अदर साइड नाउ ऑन द लेफ्ट साइड बेसिकली फ्रॉम द प्लेस वेयर आई स्टे राइट नाउ. So basically that area is also going to see a new Siliguri develop, and I think in future also बाकी areas जहाँ भी अपना बोले पदार्पण करोगे, I think that will grow wonderfully for Siliguri. Thank you for investing so much in Siliguri and bringing a new thought in Siliguri, so that people who were to stay basically in places like Khalpada and in clumsy places now can see the wonderful skyline and the borderline all across. Thank you so much for coming to Siliguri again.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
Sir, I have a question.
Yeah.
Sir, this is Sumit. I am extremely sorry for not being able to come on the video. because of some network issues. Following the tradition of this video call or the Zoom call, once and thank you so much, sir, for changing the skyline, borderline, and every line of Siliguri. Indeed, we are blessed for you to be associated with North Bengal, and this is a great example. I have two small questions for you. So one, we see that technology is disrupting the way business is being done. A lot of companies, good old companies, 100 years old, 200 years old, are contemplating how they should invest in technology, and businesses are being disrupted. Sir, आपकी क्या thought है? How do you feel that technology is disrupting and how has it affected your business? That is one. Number two, अब ये work from home and different businesses that are business models of doing business is coming in the forefront. So what are the businesses of the future? That is the second question that I have for you. What is in your best knowledge, what do you think the business is going to be shaped for the future?
So I will try to answer your question with a caveat that I am in the old school and very technologically savvy. So I must confess that I may not be able to give you an adequately satisfactory answer as to how the technology landscape. For instance, I don't think any one of you would have been happy for me to do an address virtually.
Sir, we are not sure if we can hear you. You're not audible, sir.
Can you hear me now?
Some disturbance, I think, not audible.
Can you hear me?
It's better.
Yeah, it is fine now.
Okay. So I'm saying that, I am technologically challenged. So I must give you a caveat that I may not be able to adequately answer your question on how technology will shape up in time to come. But one thing is certain, that COVID-19 has accelerated the advent of technology in our life. Now, for instance, we could not imagine that we could sell apartments just on digital basis. But now, in the last few months, there are many people like NRIs and others who are unable to travel. They are asking our team to take a mobile phone and show them the project, do a virtual walkthrough of it with the camera, in fact, show them their apartment, show them how, of course, these are apartments which are nearly complete. So they want to see the view from the window, etc., all virtually, so that they can take a decision because they are not able to travel. Now, these things were not even thought of a few months ago before this COVID. So I think this is a really major change that has happened, and it will continue to be accelerated. That's my view. But one thing I have to say, that once we have the vaccine and we know that this problem of infection is behind us, human beings by its very nature want to meet other human beings. We are basically social animals. You all know how much we have, feeling locked up and feeling unhappy of being isolated. At the first instance of the removal of lockdown, we want to move out of our house. I think people will like to come back and meet people. And therefore, it's never going to go back to what we are doing today. But yes, some things will change. For instance, many business meetings will now be held virtually instead of physically. It does not mean that it will physically disappear, but it will get reduced. Similarly, shopping, some element of shopping will go online. It will be online. So some things will change, but human beings want to meet other human beings. That's my belief. And I think as soon as we know that this disease is under control, we will come back to a very large extent to the way we were before.
Thank you, Mr. Neotia. Any more questions from the members? I'm sure there would be a few more. Can we have the next question? Somebody is sharing the screen. Please go back to the main format, please.
Yeah, any other question, I think?
Is there any other questions?
Yeah.
Yeah, Dilipji.
So,
Mr.
Hello?
Neotia, could you tell us more about the members in ICC here in North Bengal are very vibrant, very youth. So Atelco de Bengal, you can tell out more about your new venture. It's a great success again.
What is your question?
You are very associated with football also. Atelco de Bengal is a grand success now. So you can tell about more about that new venture where see अभी तो हम लोग ये कहते हैं कि नेवटे जी जहाँ हाथ लगाते हैं वो सोना हो जाता है. So that was also grand success. You can tell about.
नहीं ऐसी कोई बात नहीं है. लगाइए कम से कम. मैं ये कह रहा हूँ कि देखिए एक फंडामेंटल 2-3 चीजें हैं. हम लोग सब कामयाबी तो देखिए ईश्वर के ऊपर होती है, लेकिन कोशिश हम लोग के हाथ में होती है. और हम लोग सही मन से, सही दिल से और सही परिश्रम यदि लगाते हैं तो उसके बाद ईश्वर के ऊपर छोड़ देना पड़ता है. कभी कामयाबी होती है, कभी नहीं.
Sir, I think your audio is giving a little bit of a problem. We can't hear you properly.
Well, let me try to come closer then. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Never something that we can take responsibility for. What we can do is to be sincere in our effort, to do what we think is right, to put all the perseverance and energy, and then leave it to the Almighty if they would bless us. If I talk to you about success of our project in terms of commercial success, I've had many projects that have not commercially been successful. It's not like everything that I have been associated with has turned out commercially all right. Yes, more of them have turned all right and less of them have not turned all right. But there have been many failures financially. But they may not have been failures in the perception of people because they delivered, let's say, a good product. For instance, we built this huge resort at Raipur. It was about 25 years ago. Now that project...
Sir, again, there is some problem, I think, in the audio.
Can you hear me now?
We can't hear you.
Hello.
Hello.
Now?
Hello.
Yeah. I can hear you. Can you hear me?
The volume is very low, I think.
Yeah, I think Dilipji, any more questions that we have from the members?
Hello?
Yeah, any more questions we have?
Are you able to hear me or not?
Yeah, now we can hear you again, sir.
Oh God, this is funny. Anyway, I said that, well, go ahead. I'll answer the next question because I have repeated this already twice.
Okay. Dilipji, next question.
Yeah.
Anybody?
Yeah, we are getting some questions on our chat box also. So the question is that सफलता का नए लोगों को, नए एंटरप्रेन्योर्स को सफलता का मंत्र क्या होना चाहिए?
There's some feedback coming.
नए इंटरप्रेन्योर्स को सफलता का मंत्र क्या होना चाहिए?
देखिए, आपके हाथ में
Sir, we can't hear you.
Should I log out and log in again? Just give me a minute.
तो ऑडियो Mr. Neotia,
He's rejoining.
he is rejoining, I think.
Yeah.
Just bear with us. I think he's rejoining.
Can you hear me now?
Hello.
Dilip ji, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, sir.
Okay, go ahead.
So, Dilip ji. So, I think the question that was there for you was what would be the mantra for a new entrepreneur?
Well, I think the first important thing for any entrepreneur is to know what he wants to do, and he must be interested in that. That's the first thing. The second thing is, once you have a passion for something, then you have to put your sincere hard work behind it. The third is that no matter what you do, you need to have great integrity in what you do, because people, whether it's your customers, your employees, whoever they are, they must trust you. And therefore, it's very important to build this quotient of trust. And finally, God has its own ways of testing each one of us. It's not necessary that everything that we start off will succeed in the very first instance. We need to have the perseverance to stick on and keep at it. And one day, God willing, things will fall in place. So this is really my own experience. That's all I can share. I'm sure there are other people here who must have had different experiences. So I'm sure there are many paths that any entrepreneur can take, but this is something that I learned in the last 30, 40 years of working.
We have received many questions on chat box also. So I'll take one or more two questions. One question is, इतने सफलता के बाद, इतने को जीवन में अचीव करने के बाद में भी आप इतने सिंपल और हम्बल कैसे हैं? एक कारण ये है कि इसका एक कारण है कि लोग सफलता के बाद में मन और दिमाग दोनों स्थिर नहीं रहते, पर आप इतने हम्बल है, इतने सिंपल है, कैसे ये इसको मेंटेन कर रखा है?
ये जवाब मैं कैसे दूं? मेरे को तो इसका कोई आई थिंक सफलता तो ईश्वर का आशीर्वाद है, अपने आप पर उतना गुरूर होना भी नहीं चाहिए। आशीर्वाद मिला तो वो सौभाग्य है, एंड वी शुड लिव विद दैट फीलिंग ऑफ ग्रेटिट्यूड कि भगवान ने हमें उस काबिल समझा कि हमको आशीर्वाद मिला। मैं नहीं समझता हूँ कि हम लोग अपने आप बहुत कुछ कर पाते हैं। बड़ों की आशीर्वाद, ईश्वर की आशीर्वाद भी बहुत जरूरी होती है। मैं तो ऐसे ही मानता हूँ कि जो भी जीवन में हुआ है उसमें परिश्रम जरूर है, लेकिन उसका सफलता प्राप्त करना या ना करना वो बहुत और चीजों पर डिपेंड करता है। इसलिए कोई भी तरह का एरोगेंस आना मेरे हिसाब से अनुचित है किसी को भी, क्योंकि तब फिर आप वो सब चीजों को रिस्पेक्ट नहीं कर रहे हैं जो जिस कारण से आपको सफलता प्राप्त हुई है।
जी, एक सवाल ये है कि इंटरप्रेन्योर्स को, नए इंटरप्रेन्योर्स को कौन सी पुस्तक आप रिकमेंड करेंगे कि उनको पढ़ना चाहिए? Which books they must read?
Well, I think there is nothing greater than our Indian wisdom literature. There are of course many books written by modern authors which are very good, but यदि आदमी के पास समय की पाबंदी है और सब किताब नहीं पढ़ सकते, मेरे पास सौभाग्य था कि मैं बहुत सारे किताब पढ़ लिया, और चूंकि बचपन से पढ़ने का शौक था तो बहुत सारी बायोग्राफीज, पर सबसे ऊंचा यदि मैं कहूँगा तो ऑब्वियसली कोई नई चीज नहीं कह रहा हूँ, भगवत गीता में जो सीख है उससे बड़ा कोई सीख मेरे हिसाब से कोई ऐसे पुस्तक में नहीं है। और दूसरा, यदि जीवन को बारे में समझना है तो विवेकानंद के जो कंप्लीट वर्क्स हैं उसको पढ़ने का मुझे बचपन में ही, बचपन तो नहीं बोलूँगा, टीनेज में मुझे सौभाग्य मिला और फिर मैं कई बार पढ़ा हूँ, और मुझे उससे जीवन का जो एक जिसको बोले आर्ट ऑफ लिविंग, उसके बारे में काफी जानकारी हुई है। बहुत सरल हिसाब से उन्होंने लिखा है, जो अपने वेद में और पुराण में जो सारांश है उसको उन्होंने उतारा है। और चूंकि मुझे इंग्लिश में पढ़ने का अभ्यास है तो उनके जो लेख थे वो अंग्रेजी में थे, इसलिए मुझे वो भी लुभाए थोड़ा ज्यादा, क्योंकि जो शुद्ध हिंदी वगैरह के लेख होते हैं वो चूंकि वोकैबुलरी और मेरा जो बचपन में पढ़ाई इंग्लिश मीडियम में होने के कारण मुझे वो थोड़ी कठिनाई होती है उसको उतने ढंग से पढ़ने में या उतने ढंग से समझने में जितना आसानी मुझे अंग्रेजी में होती है। तो यही मैं रेकमेंड करूंगा कि यदि समय की पाबंदी है तो आप भगवत गीता जरूर पढ़ें, उनके इंटरप्रिटेशंस पढ़ें। स्वामी चिन्मयानंद के इंटरप्रिटेशंस ऑफ भगवत गीता to me was the best or most profound, and Swami Vivekananda's complete works.
Any more questions from members? I think we'll take some more questions. There's some technical issues, I think.
No, but I don't know.
Mr. Mukherjee,
Is there any other question? I think Anshika
there
has
is
a question.
Yes.
I think there are some technical problems which is going on for many people.
Yeah.
Network issues.
So,
Dilipji,
yeah.
I think what we'll do is we will stop here for the formal part of it. And any other questions, I'm sure Mr. Neotia will be happy to answer them offline as well. I mean, they can share it with us, and in case we can forward it to Mr. Neotia for his answers. And there will be again more occasions when we could have Mr. Neotia addressing our North Bengal members. We have with us Dr. Singh, Director General of the Indian Chamber of Commerce. And may I request Dr. Rajiv Singh to kindly propose a formal vote of thanks.
Thank you. Good morning, all. I think, first of all, I apologize because we had a session with the Chief Minister of Assam that was to start at 10 o'clock. But as it happens, Chief Minister joined at 10:40 and the session extended. But however, I would like to express my heartfelt thanks to Mr. Neotia for very kindly agreeing to spare his time and to share his wealth of knowledge. I'm sure because I have heard Mr. Neotia several times, I'm sure the people on this forum have also experienced that Mr. Neotia is not only a successful business leader, but he is an equally good human being, and he knows how to balance life and the business, and how to deal with the various challenges which life throws on us. And you find the reflection of his balanced view in his work, in his projects, in everything what he does. So you will find a very different vibration and the feeling in whatever he does. So I'm sure the session has been highly engaging, and on behalf of ICC and especially on behalf of ICC North Bengal Council, I would like to thank you, Mr. Neotia, for so kindly agreeing to be with us, and also to the occasion was the changing skyline of North Bengal, and I think the projects which you have made, not only in Calcutta but also in North Bengal, are basically, I think they have their own place in the minds of people because of the quality of work and the entire experience. May I once again express my heartfelt thanks to you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Singh, Mr. Neotia, Mr. Mittal, and all the members of the ICC North Bengal Council for kindly joining us. And I think with this, we come to the end of today's interactive session with Mr. Neotia. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.